Hi there, welcome back to my channel. I'm Amina. Thank you so much for tuning in and practicing here with me. In this video, I will share with you 16 exercises that will transform your lower chakra energies, your lower survival and sexual energies, and transmute them to the higher chakras, basically push up the energy up to your brain, impacting your pituitary, pineal, and memory glands. These exercises are great if you're on a self-development journey and you feel kind of stuck in your self-discipline, or if you are just at the whims of your body and constantly stuck in that state of sexual energy. This is great for that. It will allow you to use that sexual energy and transform it to something greater. These exercises are physically demanding, so they are a little bit challenging. But I promise you, if you are here, then you will be able to get through them just fine. These exercises, still to this day, are kind of challenging for me as well. But you know what? Just push through it, allow your breath to guide you, and we can do this together. Okay? So if that is something that interests you and you want to transform thirst and whims of your body and you want something greater, then please continue watching. Depending on where you are on your journey, you might experience these effects right away, and some of them might be very subtle that you might experience later on. Please be patient with yourself and continue the practice. For best results, it's advised to practice for 40 days straight. But my suggestion is practice until you're comfortable, until you feel is sufficient. Please don't do these exercises if you are pregnant. Let's tune in with the Adi mantra, Om Namo Gurudev Namo. I bow to the infinite creative consciousness, and I bow to the Guru within. Okay? Rub our palms together to create some energy flow. Take a few breaths to clear out the toxins out of our body. Good. Hands to your chest into prayer. Let's inhale to tune in. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Inhale, contract your sex organs, pull your navel up and in, and hold. Good. And relax. The first pose that we're going to be in is called Camel pose. We're only here for a short time. This specific exercise will conquer any sexual hunger that's trapped within your body. Okay? We're going to transition and be seated on our knees. So we're going to sit on your knees, bring your hands down to your ankles, and then push your chest and your heart center up forward. Allow your hips to hang. And start the breath of fire. Mentally recite the mantra Sat Nam. Truth is my identity. Now chant out loud the mantra Sat Nam. Sat Nam, 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 Sat Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam. Good. From here, come down, balance on your third eye point. Take your hands, interlace them behind your back, and lift your shins and feet off the ground. And breathe long and deep. You might experience some shaking. That's okay. Please embrace that. Just breathe through it. If experiencing a lot of pain, mentally recite the mantra Sat Nam. This will help you get through it. We're only here for a minute. Good, now lower your hands down. Extend the left leg 60 degrees. Start the breath of fire. And start kicking your leg back like you're hitting your butt cheek while doing the breath of fire. This is great for clarity of the mind. This will give you clear and effective thoughts. It will also give you sparkling, clear eyes. Good, now switch legs. Bring the right leg up to 60 degrees. Start the breath of fire and continue kicking your leg back. Good, now come back to sitting into celibate pose. Seated on the floor with your butt cheeks in between your legs. Breathe long and deep. This posture will give you potency, it'll give you a feeling of authority, and it'll increase your radiance. Make sure your eyes are closed and you're focusing at your third eye point. If you experience any shakes in your body, again, please welcome those and embrace them. From here, we will transition into the celibate fish pose. We will lie back. We'll be seated in the same position. We'll just gently lie ourselves back all the way to the ground. If you can't do this, please visualize yourself doing it. Extend your hands up perpendicular and start the Sat kriya. Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam. This will eliminate any wet dreams. It will give you power, authority, radiance, and it will allow you to see the truth in all matters. It will give you the power to pass the ego and never surrender to the ego of man. Sat Nam, 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 Sat Nam. If this gets too painful, it means that you have a lot of sexual energy trapped in your lower triangle. Bear with me, hang with me. I know it's painful, but we'll get through this together. Please keep reciting the mantra Sat Nam loudly. Sat Nam, 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 Sat Nam. Good. Now come back to camel pose. Push your heart center back up and breathe long and deep. If you're experiencing shaking, please embrace it. Observe and breathe. Continue breathing long and deep. Now continue again with the breath of fire. Good. Now come back to child's pose. Send your hands forward. Make sure that your arms are hugging your ears. And just breathe long and deep here for a minute. Okay, great. Now let's transition to lying on our back for stretch pose. So roll over onto your back. This exercise releases energy from the navel point. So we're going to raise our feet, hands, and head about 6 inches off the ground, and we're going to do the breath of fire. Only 10 more seconds. Great, now relax, lay down, and bring your knees to your chest. Extend them back and continue this movement with long, deep breathing. From here, rise your legs up, extend your legs up into a shoulder stand. Use your elbows to support your weight. Begin the breath of fire. Good, now slowly come down to a plow. Move your feet over your head. Slowly and gently do this. And continue the breath of fire.
You might experience a lot of shaking, and if that's the case, that's okay. Just embrace it. Now come back to shoulder stand. Good. Slowly come down. Relax in your back. Feet, hands, and head 6 feet off the floor. We're repeating this stretch pose sequence. Good. Lay on your back, knees into your chest, and exhale and bring them down. Inhale, bring them into your chest. Exhale and bring them down. And continue this pattern. Breathe long and deep. Immediately roll over onto your stomach. Interlace your fingers, your hands behind your back, and lift your head off the ground and begin the breath of fire. Okay, now relax your chest down to the ground. Keep your hands interlaced. Start kicking your buttocks with your legs and continue the breath of fire. It's like you're kicking out the energy out of your lower triangle. Good. From here, grab onto your ankles and come into bow pose. And breathe. You can rock gently back and forth. Breathe long and deep. Good. 30 more seconds. We're almost there. Good. Release the hands and the legs and come up to cobra pose. And begin the breath of fire. Good. Relax and come back to a seated position. For this posture, we're going to be seated in a butterfly pose. So please connect the soles of your feet together. Make sure that your spine is nice and erect. Hold your feet together with your hands. And this is a life bliss meditation. We're going to chant Gobinde Mukande Udare Apare Haryang Karyang Nirname Akame. Okay? As you're chanting, please rock back and forth in your hips. This will allow you to open up your hips. For this, in this seated position, you're going to rock back on your hips. Start chanting, and please join in when you feel comfortable. Okay? Or if you don't want to chant, that's fine. You can sit there and mentally recite it as well. Same benefits. Please close your eyes and begin with the chant. Gobinde Mukande Udare Apare Haryang Karyang Nirname Akame Gobinde Mukande Udare Apare Haryang Karyang nirname akame, Gobinde mukande udare apare, Haryam karyam nirname akame, Gobinde mukande udare apare, Haryam karyam nirname akame, Gobinde mukande udare apare, Haryam karyam nirname akame. 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 Good. Inhale deeply and relax. Good. And that, my friends, concludes this session. Thank you so much for tuning in and practicing here with me. I'm going to close this by chanting Sat Nam 3 times. Please join me. Bring your hands to prayer. Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam. May the long-time sunshine shine upon you. All love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. Sat Nam. From my heart to yours, Sat Nam.